Hello party people, it is Will Pemble. I want to show you something that I brought from the old house. It's the very first roller coaster that we ever built. So that's the cart for it. My kids are way too big to even fit in that thing anymore. So here's the new situation. So what's happened is it has rained since the end of January when I made the first video. It's been raining for like 5 or 6 or 7 or 100 million weeks, and so I hadn't been outside. This is like the first sunny day of 2017, I think. And now what I'm trying to figure out is what to do. I want to build. When we moved out of the old house, we took down the coaster and it's all gone, and there's like no evidence of roller coasters in the old yard at all. So when we moved out, I thought, I'll just leave the old cart there, and it was on the trash heap and it was going to get thrown away, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I went back at the very last minute and threw it in the car and brought it here to the new place. I can't give up that cart because it's just like it's an old friend. So what I thought I would do is out here in kind of the back of the backyard, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build like maybe 20 feet of track for the old cart, and I think I'm going to put it like right here, and just put it up there so that when I look out of the window, that's my bedroom right up there. When I look out the window in the morning, I can see the old coaster. And so I'm gonna do that. It's not gonna work. It's just gonna be like a sculpture. And so I'm gonna go get like 20 feet of PVC and build it, and I'm just gonna it won't work, but it'll be sculpture. And that's gonna be like my first yard project for the new house in the new sunny, beautiful weather. That's what I'm talking about. That's the view off the little balcony of my bedroom, and I want to see my roller coaster when I wake up in the morning. That's what I want. So the first thing we need to do, if we're going to build a PVC roller coaster track, is find some PVC. This is the PVC that we're going to use. It's 1.5 inch Schedule 40 PVC, which means the inside diameter is 1.5 inches, and Schedule 40 means it's not quite as thick as Schedule 80 PVC. We're going to need some 4x4s, some 2x4s, some concrete mix, especially for post holes, and some plain old sand. And I'll tell you what the sand is going to be used for a little later. Okay, so here we are back from the hardware store, where I'm out in the backyard again. These little bushes are kind of like weeds. They started out in the backyard, and one of the things that needs to happen before we can make any sense of all of this stuff is like all of those big bushes back there, they're not actually bushes. They're not meant to be here except for the pretty purple ones, but I got some weeding to do. So I'm going to do a little bit of weeding, and then we'll get back to it. And so if you want, you can just hang out. It'll only take a couple of seconds for me to get these bushes taken out. So I'll do that right now. Just wait a few seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see now. We got a little bit more to work with here. There's still some cleanup, obviously, that needs to be done. But we got the worst of the sticks out of the yard. Now listen, here's the thing. If you ever have an entire yard of stuff to clear out, don't try to do it in 15 seconds like me, because among other things, I'm a certified personal trainer, which means I know how hard I can push myself. And so for me to do this in 15 seconds is like, okay, but for you, you want to take more time. Just go slow, drink lots of water, and like that. I don't know if you've seen the new garage yet. You may recognize a lot of things from the old garage. This is kind of the new shop. You'll see down on the floor there, that's the materials that we got at the beginning for our, what I'm calling a yard sculpture. But
this is all the time we have for today, and so I'm afraid our materials, our PVC, our 4x4s, our 2x4s, and our sand, which I'll tell you what's for later, that's all gonna have to wait till next week, because I gotta get this video up and I've gotta get on the road and go back and do some work so that, you know, somebody's gotta pay for all this. So that's the haps, that's the whole darn deal. I'm really excited to be back at work on roller coasters instead of just work. And we will keep it going. That's the goal. Get that cart up in the yard so we can admire it and remember where it all started. Thank you for helping me bring physics, family, and fun to kids everywhere. I am Will Pemble, and I will see you soon.